Hey adventurers, today we are out in the Mojave Desert because I wanted to go find one of these guys. This is Mojave Desert Tortoise, and let me tell you everything you need to know to find these guys on your own. All right, so the first step is finding the right habitat. So coming to an area like this in the Mojave Desert where there's a large amount of open space for them, there's very few roads. They've been known to be hit by cars, so and they don't move very fast. So having large areas like this without any roads, it can be a really good place to start looking. The other thing that I recommend is that you come early in the morning. So it's about 9:30 and we actually got here at about 8:30 because it's going to heat up as the day goes on, and these tortoises can't move quickly to get into shade. There's not a lot of shade to be had as it is. And so I generally find that they are most active early in the morning or when temperatures are cooler. I also recommend that you have a good pair of binoculars with you so that way you can spot these guys from a distance. That's your best way to see them actively foraging because they can be pretty skittish and they'll retreat into their shells. Now this guy seems pretty relaxed. But you see he's not moving, he's not foraging, and that is because I'm around, and I'm going to take off pretty soon so I don't bother him anymore. But I definitely got to observe him eating a bit with the binoculars when I first spotted him, which was pretty cool. I found that the best way to find these guys is really just walking through the washes and keeping your eyes open. But you're not just looking for tortoises, you're also looking for burrows. And in fact, I found one over here that may belong to that tortoise we were just looking at. Usually they're not too far from the burrow, or sometimes you may find that they're inside. So under this bush here, we have, oh, there's a whiptail running that way. We have a large football size opening. Looks to be just about the right size for that tortoise. Especially because nobody's in there now. Now the other thing that I will recommend is that you always look inside of the burrow, not just for tortoises, but other animals that may be using it for the shade and the shelter. We sometimes find sidewinders in there, so that's pretty cool. You may find a lizard or something else. All right, it looks like we've walked up upon another tortoise right here. Hey, you know, it is mostly luck and patience to find these tortoises. This is the second tortoise, obviously. And it's been about a 20-minute walk. And, you know, that's really all you're doing. You're just walking around hoping to stumble upon a tortoise like this. Now, there are some cool things to see along the way. I definitely recommend you keep your eyes out for lesser nighthawks. We've seen a couple fly up. There's been plenty of western whiptails walking around as well. And you may see the occasional horn lizard, which I've seen in this area before, but not today. Now, it's important to remember that these guys are protected. You can't touch them or even get that close to them. You see, when these guys get nervous, they pee and they'll lose a lot of water. And that can be a death sentence for them in an area like this where it doesn't rain very often. It doesn't even rain here every year. Because of that, I don't like to spend a lot of time with any single individual. So we're gonna say goodbye to this guy, but thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about the Mojave Desert Tortoise and the best tips that I have to find these guys. I'm Schechter, this is Schechter Natural History, and I'll see you in the field.